going on, Saber dudes and Saber ladies? Today I have another Saber font review from my boy Jesse Kirkbride over at Kyberphonic Fonts. Jesse teased it not long ago, and I made a post on Facebook on one of the groups about showing what you're working on type thing, and he showed that, and I was like, oh, you dirty dog! I've been itching for a Kanan Jarrus sound font. I'm not ready yet, and I was talking to him when Jesse messaged me. I was like, oh no, I'm not done with it. I failed. We got my solos hold Blind Night. I was like, crap, I knew I should have finished this thing up. Because he came out with, or is coming out with, his sound font, Blind Cowboy. And he sent it to me to review it, and I love it, man. As soon as I put it in, it made me sit there and go, oh man, I need my Blind Night done now. But what we have is, I have it on the CFX right now. And of course, I've said in the past, and it's kind of, I think it's Jesse's, what he does is you get Profi and CFX when you purchase this font, which is just an awesome deal. So you can throw it on either one. I have it on CFX for right now. I've kind of been doing more CFXs lately. I still am in the process of getting on the Profi boat, but here we go. Let's boot it up. It may already be awake, but let's see.
Kid, I'm about to let everyone in on the secret.
So that's a pre-on that we have for the font. Some swings. Smooth swing. Trying to take out my whole desk. Some blasters. And again, this blasters are awesome. It has a little hint of that blade being moved when it gets hit, and I'm just a sucker for that. I think it's such a cool little addition to the blaster sound effect. It's just so freaking like actually hitting the blade and moving it just sounds so good. Let's get some lockup. We got some beginning lock and end lock noises that I really enjoy. Couple different ones. Let's do Force Wave.
I can sense your presence.
That's great. I'm watching Rebels right now, actually. Disney streaming. I was like, you know what? Time to enjoy the Kanan. Alright, so we have... Oh, let's do the other boss. Let's see. So you got... I can sense your presence.
I can sense your presence.
For one Force Wave.
You're making it easy on me. The Force will be with you. Always.
Oops. So... It comes with two pre-on, or with one pre-on and one post-off, which chatting it up with Jesse too. I was talking to him about how I love that, because the thing is with fonts, usually whenever I purchase one, if it has, the very standard, the very basic on-off swing, blaster bolt, lockup, of course that's great. That's what we're purchasing as a customer. But again, as a customer, whenever I purchase a sound font, that excitement of like what's in the box, what's in the purchase. Whenever we look at it, and I look through and I see all these different power-ons options, all these different post-offs, pre-ons, force waves. Like I love. That's what I look for, because that just adds to the customization. You can make it baseline as you want to, or having that option of a post-off or a pre-on. Throw it in there if you want to, and that's what makes me excited about purchasing some Saber fonts from different makers. The more Easter eggs, the better, man. For customizing, that's just great. It has 4 different ignitions, and with the CFX, depending on your orientation of how you ignite the saber, it has a different ignition. And this has the post off pre-on is set to 1, so it's going to play each one no matter what. So we're going to be hearing that for a second, but I'll go ahead and do a couple different ones. Here's straight up.
Kid, I'm about to let everyone in on the secret. The Force will be with you. Always.
And then we'll do this.
Kid, I'm about to let everyone in on the secret.
Ignition's different.
The Force will be with you. Always.
Getting crazy. And then I'll just do one more down.
Kid, I'm about to let everyone in on the secret.
Some clashes.
The Force will be with you. Always.
I love it. I love me some Kanan Jarrus, man. Going back and watching Rebels right now had me pumped. I need to finish my Blind Night. Too many projects on the bench, you guys. But yeah, this sound font is just, I think before there might have been 1 or 2 sound fonts for Kanan Jarrus, maybe. But it's one I've been thinking about for a while, especially with that Blind Night on my table. I'm like, I gotta finish it, but I want a good Kanan Jarrus font. I want a good one. So going back and watching Rebels right now since Disney streaming popped. Watch The Mandalorian, of course. Come on now. That's what I was there for. Watched that, loved it. I thought it was great. It feels so good seeing that. Then I went straight to Clone Wars for a second, and I was like, let's get have that back. They took it off Netflix. But then, because of my Blind Eye and because of the sound font, I was like, and because of my love for Rebels in general, I'm a sucker for Rebels. I love anything Dave Filoni does. I was like, I gotta see it. And listening to that, Kanan spark his saber up and swinging around, I was just like, man, yes, nailed it, Jesse. Oh yeah, and then also before I forget, he threw on 3 different music tracks, and I was like, oh man, you're spoiling us, bro, and I love it. I really do. It's a couple different songs, and they just hit me, man. Some of them are different, man. Some of them are, like I said, there's 3 different ones. A little happier. There's one that's just a tearjerker. And then, let's see. Beautiful. I love the music choices you put on these sabers, Jesse. Keep doing them. Me, personally, I'm a sucker for the music. Who doesn't love music? You're making me cry, dude. You're making me cry. Turn this off.
I'm about to let everyone in on the secret. The Force will be with you. Always.
Beautiful. Go to the next song. Again, beautiful. This might be my favorite. Yeah, this is probably my favorite on here. can you ask for? Indulge me a little bit longer here, guys. Alright, there's a lot more to it. There's a lot more to the songs. But 3 songs, all the little extra features, super cool. Just, oh man, really let myself down. Can you imagine? Sorry, guys. It should be on this one, and it will one day. And then I'll do obviously a whole video on this one. But I was very stoked to be like, and more inspiration for me to finish that one. Because I'd gone about doing it a different way before. I know there's one way that everyone seems to want to do it, which is really cool, is the Goth 3D Designs chassis that slides in as one core. I'm gonna go about it a different way. I don't really need my emitter to detach or any of that stuff. But I'm so glad to see a sound font. Jesse, I look forward to whichever one you come up with next. Man, I got some ideas for you. You know I do. I hit him up not long ago about something. I don't want to spoil it or anything like that, but hopefully we'll get back onto that at some point. But dude, I got ideas for you, man, and I love seeing what you come up with. Keep pumping out the good work. Love it. You guys go out there, purchase this font. I believe it should be available now, if not really, really soon. Maybe tomorrow, depending on when this video uploads. Can't say enough good things, man. Sound quality's great. It's just top notch, brother. Keep them coming. I look forward to purchasing them all. You guys have a good night. Appreciate you guys listening in. Go support your font makers. Without them, we're using stock fonts. So appreciate you guys. Definitely go over to Kyberphonic Fonts on Facebook. Follow him. His YouTube channel also. Go like and subscribe. And that way you can keep up to date on what he has coming out. But yeah, guys, appreciate you guys for chiming in, and I'll see you guys next time.